give all day long. Your love is one in a million. It goes on and on.
Hey you guys, it's your girl Themickeyjay and I'm back with another video. In this video, we will be talking about all the red flags that you need to look for when you're in a relationship so you can avoid wasting your time and you can actually find the person that's actually there for you. Tip number 1. If you see me looking down, I'm looking down at my phone so that I can make sure that I remember everything to say to you guys so that you can have this all in detail. Okay. Tip number 1. If the person was not able to have the time to develop identity by themselves. And the reason why I said that is I know that a lot of people have been in relationships and they got into relationships really young. Like they might have had a high school sweetheart and they've grown together and known each other and they want to go on that journey of life together. And for some people that works for them. But for majority of people, they need the time to develop their identity by themselves. And I feel like that's a conflict if you get it into a relationship really early. It can cause you to develop identity into that relationship. And if that relationship doesn't work out, now you're like taking traumas that came from that relationship being the first relationship that you've gone into, and you might keep those same things and going into further relationships. You will learn that way. But if you take the time to learn how to develop your emotions and develop your identity by yourself, it can help you to be able to be the best lover for the next person, or be the best lover for the person that you're meant to be with. If you develop things based off of another person, you might have gained wants and needs that aren't your wants and needs. They might be the person's wants and needs, and they have reflected that on you, and that's no one's fault. I just feel like majority of people need that time to have been single and learn themselves and learn how to communicate so that they can come into a relationship and give their best selves. And a lot of people kind of work out relationships as they go, and that works for people. That works for some people, but for me, I would rather take the time, develop myself first, and then meet a person and be whole first before I start to be with someone else. So for me, that's my personal opinion. I feel like that's a red flag and it can cause problems going on into your relationship. Number 2, if a person has no ambition or goals or is okay with being stagnant. If I'm looking down at my phone because I wrote everything out so that I wouldn't miss anything. Now, I said we all heard that saying of people coming into your life for a reason or a season, and it might be great for you to be with this person during a certain place in your life. Like if you're really young and you were just looking for fun and you just wanted to have certain experience, like you just wanted to be traveling the world or just doing that, and that was okay with you for that season, but you're moving into another season of your life where you're moving towards your career, and if someone is not meeting you with that same energy, and I understand like some people find purpose before others, and that's one thing. It's another thing to not have any ambition at all, and that can cause a drift in your relationship where one person is really growing and the other person is not. Now, it's okay for you to help your partner and say, you know what, I'm going to go in with this person and I'm going to help them find their passion, but do not be the one that's pushing it and the other person is not. If the person is okay with being in the same spot, it can hurt you in the long run because that will be dragging you down instead of lifting you up, and you both developing at like that same level and upgrading every time. And like I feel like everybody deserves that kind of relationship. Um, so now I'm going to move on to tip number 3, or red flag number 3. If you address a problem and they don't acknowledge it and change the first time. Now for me, I feel like if I say, hey, I need this to change, and it's like something that's like very essential to our relationship, and they don't acknowledge the situation and don't change after the first time, that just shows you how much they really truly care about you. If they cared about you and they cared about your opinion and they know that you have their best interest at heart, they would want to change for you. And it's like they only will change for the person that they want to be with, the one that they see the value in. And if they don't see that value, then you can take that as a lesson to move on. And like a lot of times we stay in relationships way too late. Like we stay in relationships way too long because, oh yeah, we hope they're gonna change, we're hoping this, we'll hope this, but you're like you're gonna mess up your mental health by doing that. Like you guys should be helping each other. And a lot of my tips are gonna go and overlap, but if this person is stagnant and they don't want to change that behavior, these kind of go hand in hand. And if they are not there, just like on the first tip, if they are not there to develop themselves mentally and you guys are not on the same wavelength, then that just says that relationship is just not there for you, and then you move on. But do not wait years and years and years and waste this precious time that we have on this earth on somebody that like is not there for you. Just like somebody once told me, if your husband is number 10, why are you getting stuck on 3? Keep on moving and finally you'll get to that person. Okay, tip number 4, or red flag number 4. For number 4, if he had a series of white lies, that is a red flag. And I just want to say that if you are in a relationship and someone finds it really easy to lie to you, they will lie to you about anything. And it's even the small things is an issue. Why are you lying? It's like it comes down to, what is the reason why you feel like you can't be transparent with me? And it hurts the relationship because there's no trust that can be built out of dishonesty. And there's nothing that you can do about that. And I've seen, like, if I would rather date a thief because I know that they are a thief. You know what I'm saying? A liar, you don't know who you're laying next to. So be careful of the little things that you let slide or things like that. If it does not feel right in your gut, you should not continue with that relationship. That's just my opinion. Number 5 is if you are incompatible. I said, now I know some people are attracted to their opposites, but that's only if it's mutually beneficial. You should feel like you can be a part of a team and that you can truly be yourself, your best self with that person. You should not feel like you have to change to be with that person unless it's a change that would help you as a person or help you guys communicate. Because if you're a hothead and he says, I can't deal with a hothead, that might be something that you need to change. And that's something that will benefit you in any relationships, your relationships with your family, the relationships with your friends, in a relationship, in a romantic relationship. It will also help you. So that's an overall thing that could help you. It's a difference between saying, oh yeah, I need you to communicate better, and it's a difference between, oh, I want you to dress this way, or I want you to wear your hair this way, or I wish you like your sense of humor and stuff like that. Those are things that are part of your personality, and nobody should want to change that about you. They should embrace you as a person. If you choose to change, that's because you chose to change, and it's because you made that decision. So, and with being incompatible, it goes along with your mindsets, what things you have in common, what are your goals, what are your morals, and a lot of stuff, a lot of things we don't recognize when we become incompatible. Because you can be incompatible in one season of your life, and then another season you're just incompatible, and you need to see where you need to cut that off and stop trying to make something that is not. And I hope that these tips will really help you, because with me going through my journey, it's really helped me a lot. I'm currently going through my self-care journey and my self-love journey, trying to figure out what are the things that I need to work on as a person before I feel like I need to get into a relationship, or thinking that I need this or I need to be with somebody. It's things that I think I need to work on before I can even get to that point. And I want to make a video about what you should do during your single season. And if you want that type of video, make sure you like, you comment, and subscribe. And I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.